Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. It's Kelsey with our Lunch and Listen. Stay tuned. We're going to have a great time with our friend Ashley Sullenger. So as you hop on, tell us where you're from. Hi there. That's you. All right, let's get you on here. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello, Ashley. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
I'm so happy to have you. Thank you. Thank you. I know how busy this season is, especially with when you run a gifting business. So I am just honored and thrilled to have you join me. And hello to Angelic Muse Boutique and everyone else who hops on. Thank you so much. This is Kelsey with our Bloom Mom Tribe Lunch and Listen. And this is our friend Ashley Sullenger of Presently or Give Presently. Both, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So let's dive right in. I'm so excited to see some of the things that you're going to share with us and to hear some of your story. And I just love your story, Ashley. And I want you to share your who you are with our community.
You want me to just go, or do you have
Just go. Just go. I've got.
What do you want to know?
Just go. I've got questions. Well, I think first of all, where are you from? Like, where did you grow up? Where are you from? And then, kind of dive into why you started Presently.
Okay. So I grew up in a small town in Rexburg, Idaho. I am a country girl.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And we currently live, my husband and our 4 kids, we live in Salt Lake City, Utah. So it's a bit different.
Yes.
But it's good too. But we kind of miss those open spaces a little bit.
Yes.
But Salt Lake has a lot to offer, and we're grateful to be here. But like I said, I'm a mom of 5, but our oldest passed away. And so I have 4 at home now. And that's where Presently really came from. So I can't believe how long it's been. But
yeah,
back in 2010, so next summer will be 10 years, which is so crazy. I was a mom to just our oldest, one little 18-month-old little girl. And we were going out on a date, and we dropped her off at my in-laws, and we got a call that she was being life-flighted to the hospital. Later, we learned that she had fallen into the canal behind the house and floated down 1.5 miles where a farmer found her. And they flew her to Salt Lake City, actually, which is 3.5 hours away from the Primary Children's Hospital, and she eventually passed away. So I was only 22 at the time. We were really young, 22 and 25.
Yeah.
And 10 years ago, almost, if you believe it, not everybody was on Facebook. And so we weren't allowed to use cell phones in the PICU. That's the part of the hospital she was in. So an aunt would update on our family blog. And after she passed, well, our blog traveled at that time. It spread. And after she passed away, I didn't expect to hear from anybody. I didn't even think about the blog, and I was just getting comments and emails like, how are you? From people all over the world checking in. You haven't written anything. We think of your family. And so slowly and gradually, I started writing our experiences about grief and what was happening to our family.
Mm-hmm.
And then as more people, angel moms, people that lost children, they started asking ways. They noticed like necklaces I had, or other people wanted to know how to help people in my situation. So over the years, I couldn't find things that I loved. Everybody really wanted a locket, and I could not figure out where this locket came from. Finally tracked it down, and they no longer made it. So eventually I launched Presently, which started as we sell meaningful gifts. It's not only grief related. We have expanded, but we want to help you show up. People changed my life when they showed up. People sent us stuff. People left things on our doorstep, and it changed my life. And I want to help do that for those people hurting. And so some of them are fun gifts. Some of them are more serious gifts. And the best part about Presently for me too is really one of the reasons I did it was I had all these emails coming in of these stories that were so hard, and I wanted to help, but financially I just couldn't help everybody, and it was really hard for me to understand that. So we donate to the Give Presently Foundation with every purchase, and then I'm to help those people. So our mission statement is helping families affected by tragedy. So we do a lot with like children's hospitals. We've helped many families in different situations, and that's kind of my favorite part of the whole business for me and my family. So
Well,
did I answer your question?
no, absolutely. And I'm having a problem with my phone staying up. I'm sorry.
Oh,
But
you're okay.
it's okay. I don't need my phone to stay upright to hear your story, because it's a beautiful story. And I'm sure you've thought about this. Did you end up in Salt Lake City for a reason, or is, that was where your daughter last was? And isn't it amazing now that that's where you're at? I don't know. There's something about that just gave me chills when you were talking.
Yeah. Yeah, we came down for my husband's work, but to be close to that hospital and able to do so much with them. And oh, here I go.
It's
Sorry.
okay. I know it's almost the anniversary too.
Yeah,
Her birthday,
Yeah,
December
her birthday
16th.
next month. Yeah, she would be turning 11, which is so crazy when she died at 18 months. But so my 4 children were born after she passed, and one of my twin boys has had some medical scares this year, and everything's okay, but we've been able to spend a lot of time at primary children's, and it's just to be close and to teach them, and it's introduced that part of the world that they missed, and it's just made a really sweet connection the last few months that they had a lot of questions, and it's kind of hard, but a connection I'm grateful that they've got to experience, because we are in Salt Lake.
That's just incredible. How old are the other? I know you've got twins and then another boy and girl. How old are
so my oldest boy is 8. I have identical twin boys that are 6, and then a 3-year-old little girl.
And you are so busy.
Yeah.
You are so busy. Now, do
There's-
you have, I know you've got a team of people that help you. Do you have an office as well, or do you all work out of the home? You've got to have somewhere where you keep all these amazing gifts.
So what's cool about Presently is we are kind of all across the country.
Okay.
I have my office and home packed with a lot of it, but like my right hand person is actually my sister-in-law. She's in Arizona. I've got vendors in different states. We're just kind of all spread out, so we do a lot of communication. So gifts will be shipping kind of from all over sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're kind of all spread out, so not everything's here.
I love that. That's such a nice way to network and be able to work with other people. Now, are the people that are working with you, your sister-in-law obviously was touched by, this tragedy, but do some of the other people that work with you, have they got similar stories, or they just love your passion and your philanthropy and what you're doing?
Most I think are just on board with Team Presently, but next week I'm really excited about it. There's another angel mom that I've been in touch with. She lost her I think she was 21 months old, just a little bit after Presley, and we're so excited about it, the handwritten jewelry.
Yes.
That scan. We've had it before, and then anyway, this is a much better option, and she's going to help us with that. And so she's an angel mom. She gets it. We've been in touch, and so it has been so fun to work with her. So that's one excited launch ready for next week that we're looking forward to. They're beautiful.
So exciting. So signatures or just bits and pieces, even if it was maybe their first word they wrote, or maybe it was a signature from a grandma. Like I would love my grandma's signature.
Yes.
And I know some people, even my nieces actually have, I think one of them has like their dad's signature on their arm. So I can see, I don't know, I'd probably have to go for the less permanent and do the beautiful jewelry. Less tattoos hurt.
Yes.
But your gifts are so thoughtful. And I do have a couple questions. As a mom who, just as a woman who has friends who have been experiencing loss over the years, the last few years, especially, we've lost some really close friends. And I read everywhere, and this is just for you, not as a business owner, but as a person who's experienced grief. I've read that you want to hear people say, Presley Joe, or you want to hear people talk about your baby or your child or your husband and say their name. Do you feel that that's true? Because there are so many times where do I say something? Do I say, oh gosh, I'm missing Jim? It's so hard to know. And I guess everybody's different, but I'm curious what you found because you work with so many grief-stricken people and people that are going through the recovery and the healing process.
I definitely love hearing her name. And I think as a mom, I know a lot of people view death as like they're gone and it's just cut out. But as a mom that's lost a child, that's not how you view it. Though she's not here, my beliefs are she's somewhere else. And I think of her every day. And so here we go again. When people say her name, I might cry, but I'm just so grateful, like, for you to know her middle name and just say it. Like, you don't hear it very often. So I always am grateful. My husband will kind of shut off, and I think that scares people, but he's just trying to balance his emotions.
Yeah.
But I've never heard of him, like, I know he appreciates it every time.
Yeah.
And so I would recommend, especially like around the holidays, that's hard for families. But I have a sister-in-law that always mentions her, and it's just a little thing, and that doesn't go unnoticed.
Right.
I would recommend, I know it's hard and everyone's different, but just to remind them that you haven't forgotten is one of the biggest gifts I think you can give somebody.
It's so true. I would want to hear that too. So I just was curious how you felt. And it's interesting, about a month or so ago, Amy says, say something. Thank you, Amy. About a month or 6 weeks ago, I had a lunch and listen with a gal that I absolutely adored. Her company's called Good to Go. And it is about finding the peace when someone passes. And of course you couldn't do that with Presley. I'm trying to find a better spot. Of course you couldn't do that with Presley. But, you know, for even our age, or, you know, somebody even said for my 19-year-old who's off at college, have things figured out for what might happen if someone passes away. Doesn't matter their age. You know, what music would they like played? How would they want to be taken care of? Who would they want their car to go to? I mean, not things for the will, but just, you know, would they want a big celebration or would they want a little quiet family dinner? So just to speak with you after speaking with her, you would absolutely love some of the things she does with people and what she suggests. And I think it would be neat for her because where she started was because her mother passed away. And then her father passed away. So she didn't get to necessarily deal with, you know, the little ones. And I think that it would be, I'm going to connect you to, because I think that there would be something really meaningful in it with that connection, because she's in touch with so many people who are dealing either with grief or thinking ahead because they've got a sick child in the hospital or whatever. So I'm going to connect you to, because there's something there that I just see. So, okay.
I love that. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your story. I imagine, and I obviously know it's hard. I don't know on how, you know, but I know it's hard. So thank you for sharing your story. And it just makes your gifts and what you do more meaningful. So I would love to hear about, like, the, you know, signature jewelry. Tell us about some of your favorite items that you love. Obviously you love all your items, right?
Yeah, right.
But maybe your favorite ones right now, the top ones. I saw the dolls. Oh my gosh, tell us all about it, and let's maybe have some fun with what we could help other people, whether they're, you know, going through grief or they're just looking for a really amazing custom gift. You know, just the personalized gifts are amazing, like the art. I can't wait. So I'd love to hear you tell us about that.
Real quick, to go with that handwriting necklace, I want to tell people, I'm finding, if you get cards, save the cards or the signature. Like, I have a sweet great grandpa, and I just tucked away, he sent me a birthday card, and I can't believe how many people ask, like, oh, I can't find that. But those signatures come into play so often down the road. That's one thing I will give a tip. Save signatures or snap it on your phone, and then you don't have to keep the card. Yeah. But we do a lot of those. The number one seller right now, and this is a fun piece, it's our mom hive necklace. Oh, that's backwards. But we created a necklace that just thanked moms for being part of your mom hive. And these are fun. And we have a lot of carded necklaces. Like this one is I see you. Someone going through a hard time. Our tribe, we have thank you for helping us bloom. Bloom. Yes, yes. And you know our tribe is a. I do.
If you're a lucky ambassador, you'll get that in your box. But it's the first time I've told anybody, so you just got to see it with Ashley.
They are fun. That's how we connected. But so we do a ton of those necklaces that are just quick, easy gifts. And help people. If you don't really know what to say, it's on there for you. And so that's fun. One of my favorite gifts right now, I don't know if I can show this very well, is our, let's see, I'll have to scoot back. Can you see this?
Yes. Oh, were those your boxes?
Yes, we have a few custom curated boxes. Okay, I'm going to just show these because they're not, this is called our hug box. So in all of the emails I get, I often have people say, I can't be there. I wish I could just give them a hug. And I kept hearing hug, hug, hug. And I started just thinking, like, what if we could send a hug? Good or bad, you know, graduation, I can't be there, which is good, or a death and I can't come to your viewing. So anyway, it's a fun box. Comes with a custom card, and we write a personal message on back. We want to keep it feeling real and not just big. So, and then it comes with a custom mug and a fun.
Oh, does that say hug?
Yeah, hugs. So
Oh,
you're sending hugs.
It's backwards for me.
I'm sorry. So it says hugs.
I love
And then
that.
it comes with your choice of a mug treat, which is super
that's a great
fun.
idea. Okay.
And then we wanted to send, they're folded in a heart, but some fuzzy socks. These are super comfortable. We've had made, just us. And then we throw in a handful of cheese hugs. So this has been the funnest box to send out. Like, they're going all over the country. So fun.
Oh, I love that. And people are commenting, but it's going so fast that I actually can't read it. But somebody said something about, their arms couldn't hold anything anymore, so they needed a hug. So
yes, that was after.
Yes, that was a great alternative. She also wears fuzzy socks, so that was a fun bonus. She must have gotten one of your boxes, essentially Spalding. And I see Chrissy on there. So I love this. Now, there was one that I feel like had maybe confetti or sprinkles or something in it. Was there another box too, or are there two different?
I don't have it made up. Yeah, that is for grief, and that is a fun one. It's for when it's called our angel birthday box. So on their birthday, a lot of people don't know what to do, but they want to acknowledge it. So we came up with, we send them angel food cake with sprinkles, and then we put in the candles that they would be turning.
Oh my
and then
God,
a custom card.
Ashley.
And those are super fun.
Ashley, that's flipping amazing. That makes me want to cry.
So if you know somebody that you want to do that, put that, I always tell them, put like a week in advance, put their birthday in your phone calendar to alert you, because you'll forget. Because I have so many people like, oh, I forgot, and it's too late, it's the day of. But those are so sweet to send out. Moms
my gosh, the sprinkles and the angel food cake and the amount of candles they're turning, that is just one of the biggest things I've ever heard. I absolutely love that. Oh my gosh. Now, do your kids help you pack these things? They obviously never got to meet Presley, so, but I'm sure there are pictures everywhere, and, you know, her memory is alive, like, daily, obviously. How do they help? Do they help you pack the boxes? Do they, you know, put stickers on things? I know there's some 6-year-old boys. I don't know. 3-year-old girls are probably putting the stickers all over. But are they helping? Are you getting them somehow involved so that, you know, they feel like it's part of the family too, because they're helping really Presley at the same time? Yes,
they love running. They carry, every time we go to the post office, they carry the packages out, and they're like best friends with the mailman there. they run them in now. I've taught them to do it, and so they love running those in. And then they actually help me package these necklaces. You know, we have thousands going out, and we'll just take a time. My 8-year-old's gotten pretty good at it, and it's been fun to sit down, and it's just sweet time with him a lot. Yeah. I don't dare. My twins don't touch these very much yet.
I know, they're fragile. Now, those would fit really well in a stocking, I have to say.
Yes.
And they would be great for not only, like, you know, mom friends, like your girl gang, but even a babysitter, a teacher. So again, putting aside grief, you know, healing, recovery, just anybody who you think specially of, they could really use something small like that. What about the dolls? I don't know if you have one to show, but I saw the dolls, and I just thought, how cool are those?
Where is my doll? Let me see real quick. Okay. I made it for my little girl. It might be, she might have it, but.
Can you bring her on?
She is, oh, where is my doll? She is actually asleep, or I would.
Oh, is she?
Yes, sorry. Darn it. I think she has it. But we have dolls that you can send in clothing
Mm-hmm.
that's special to you. And so I sent in an Easter dress that Presley and my daughter Oakley both wore and made it into a doll. And it is so fun to just to have that piece forever. I didn't know what to do with some of her clothing that was special. So yeah, we have those dolls, which are so fun.
That's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. My best friend's mother-in-law years ago told me that she could make teddy bears with their old onesies. So my son is 19 now. The teddy bear is in the back of his closet, not at college, but at home. It's a Winnie the Pooh onesie that he wore when he was a baby, and so did his brother and sister. And I just kept it, and now she made it on a Winnie the Pooh bear. And
oh, I love it.
he did sleep with it for a few years, and I actually had to like restuff it a few times and sew it. But I mean, those things are so special.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love it. It seems like you're going to continue to be able to grow this company because there are so many ways to help share the kindness and share the memories and all the positives that, families need when they have lost someone.
That's my hope. We just encourage like our followers to show up. Just show up. People are so scared all the time. I get so many emails. I just don't know what to do or what to say. And so if it's leaving something on the doorstep with a cute note because you don't know what to say to them, that's great. Or showing up and serving them. So you have an idea, taking their kids for a minute, mowing their lawn, just show up. And that's what we just really want to happen, because I know I was on the receiving end of so many acts of kindness from our blog that it really changed our life. But I also get emails that people are completely alone and nobody remembers and there's no one in their corner, and that is heartbreaking. Mm-hmm. And I think what good it could come if just one person showed up for them. And so those emails used to just be very heavy for me, but since I've launched Presently, it's flipped it, and now I get to hear the positives and I'm helping people, and it's going just a lot bigger, and I feel like that's my daughter's legacy. And so it's a sweet, sweet experience, I guess.
I love how you flipped it, because some people can never maybe get out from under what's holding them down and weighing on them. And I'm sure that you are weighed every day by the grief and whatnot, but to flip it and be able to turn it into good and positive is amazing. Are you wearing one of your necklaces?
I haven't shown it. I was going to say, I don't know if you can see her in it. I was like, I haven't showed Presley. I do really all of this because of her. So our whole store started because of a locket. This isn't our first, but this is our second. I don't know if you can see her.
Yes. Over here. Right there. So sweet.
Kind of fuzzy, but this is what started everything. We actually call this the Presley pendant.
Okay.
And these are fun. You just send us in a picture, and these have went to so many. You don't have to be an angel mom, but so many. And we have another necklace that you can put their birthstone and their letter initial for the mom too.
And add that like a little extra charm.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I saw that too.
Yeah, and so that's really what started this whole thing. I tried to find the locket that everybody wanted, and they no longer made it. So kind of pushed me over the edge to run with it.
That's what moms do. Moms find a way. And I swear to you, after doing Lunch and Listens for a year and a half, so many moms have come up with so many inventions and brands and things that are necessary for them for life, daily life, or grief recovery or what have you. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I think that you're going to just continue to grow. I can think of so many ideas, like ornaments, which I have done for my friend whose, husband passed away. I did one last year for them. And like you said, though, in the back of my mind, I was like, Kelsey, do you order this? Do you do that? I got one for her daughters, because they're in college and older. I got the same one. And I just thought, do you do this? Do you do this? And you second guess yourself. And then I thought, you know what? Maybe other people don't do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to be the one to not put my foot in my mouth, but maybe overstep. But that's with my heart, and you can't, fault someone for using and following their heart. So I love what you do. It's absolutely amazing. Can you share one story, and maybe it's the person who is now working with you for the signatures, but maybe one story that really stands out where you really kind of helped flip them, if you will, from there. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I know you've talked to so many people. Is there somebody that maybe said, Ashley, I would not be here without you? Or
I don't know. That's like hard words on me. I've had so many conversations. Just trying to think. I don't know. I think with Presently is the fun that just saving connections. Where I remember this lady wrote me and just said, like, I was so unsure. And you come to find out this whole family viewed, and it happens all the time, but when somebody dies, it's just gone. You don't talk about them. And this is how this family they had lost a child, and their whole family had treated them that way. If the couple ever brought up their child's name, everybody would just shut off. Nobody would respond.
oh, no.
And that broke my heart. But this sister-in-law told me after following Presently that it gave her the courage to at Christmas bring that child up. And anyway, she talked about what a difference it made and how grateful her sister-in-law was and how the family has changed. And so to hear that and to hear that it just makes a difference that people are showing up to support and changing hopefully that couple's life that lost. I just can't imagine my own family not talking to me about my daughter. That would have been
Right.
so hard. So I guess that's one story. Just my goal, it came about just to get people to show up. And like you said about the Christmas ornament, I always tell people, so what? What's the worst that's going to happen? They're going to get an ornament that they don't like. So what? Do it,
With his picture on it. I don't know.
Yeah. And they're going to love it. Really.
Right.
And even just the thought, I think just the thought that counts means so much that they've been thought of. So I always say, so what? Just do it. And anyway, so I'm glad you said ornament.
Well, I can't wait to look at your website some more, because as life happens, I, again, just had a friend recently pass away, 2 daughters, and I can't wait to go on there and find something to send to them that will, because I knew him like an adult, and I remember him before he had kids. And so, I want to be able to kind of keep that spirit alive of him where he knew us as a couple and we just did things together without, before their kids. So I'm excited to come up with something that'll maybe, I don't know, whether it's a picture of him, out water skiing, which he used to do here, something like that stands out differently than what they would get from someone where they live now in California when they didn't know him like that. Just something where he's just alive and vivacious. And I can't wait to dive into your website. So your website is
Presently.com.
And then if people want information, you can also go to, is it givepresently.com or is that on Instagram?
And our all of our handles are give.presently.
Okay.
And that's Instagram, Facebook. So that's where we're a lot more on Instagram. I kind of focus on that more. But Presently. So
oh, I'm just so thankful that you joined me, and I appreciate you sharing your story. I know it's got to be hard every time, and her birthday is coming up December 17th. So I'll be thinking of you. My birthday is just a few days before. So I'll be thinking of you, and I just thank you again so much. And friends, thanks for joining us on our Lunch and Listen. Go shop presently.com, Presentlee. Okay, that's Presley. And
different because of my daughter's spelled with an EE, so we've kind of incorporated her name. And there is a code. Can I share that?
Yes.
For everybody that's interested, it will go through the end of the week, and you type in Bloom at checkout and you'll receive 20% off, which is a pretty good deal. So
that is a great deal. And we put it on our email yesterday too, so that should out to our community. And I just thank you so much. And also, you have a giveaway in our Gift-a-Palooza coming up. So people, if you were part of the Gift-a-Palooza last year, that was a huge success. People were loving it. I think we had like $1,000 worth of gifts. So I'm excited to put something from Presently in there too. So thank you so much, Ashley. And thank your family too for, all the work you do for everybody out there. You make so many connections. You're helping.
Well, thanks for having me.
So, thanks so much.
So thanks.
Take care.